The following program is dedicated to Gonzalo Anaya and his family. Please go dedicate to his GoFundMe if you enjoy this stream. Thank you.
Introducing hailing from the middle of the soul, weighing in at over 336 kilograms, the man, the lion,
Cut the fucking music. What's going on, everybody? Good to have you guys on for another edition of the Combat Entertainment Podcast. I am your host, Revolucion04. What does the name mean? It's just like what the fuck I gave myself when I was in middle school. And I was listening to a lot of Immortal Technique. What's going on, everybody? So this is the Combat Entertainment Podcast, as I have said, and this is the show where I like to just watch wrestling and compare and contrast it to boxing and MMA. Being a wrestling fan and also somebody who's training to get into the business myself. And also part of the YouTube boxing community. Then we talk. SSB is telling me something and distracting me. Okay, he's telling me I should have let the audience come through, then start the show. Okay, I thought I had it going. My bad, dude. Well, we could just kick around a little bit. I'm gonna drop the link. If anybody wants to come on and watch some wrestling with me and talk about it, let's do that. Especially if you're not a wrestling fan or you're somebody who doesn't really watch. I like the opinions of people who aren't in the wrestling bubble. You know what I mean? Because this is something, I'll address this up front. Something when you look at wrestling is send out notifications as well. Okay. Something that you realize as a wrestling fan is you get caught in like the bubble. Okay, the bubble of wrestling logic. Like when, you throw somebody into the ropes, they run, they hit the ropes, and then they run back at you, and they can't stop. You know what I mean? Like certain things that happen in wrestling wouldn't happen in a real fight. You can get the guy in the corner, climb up the ropes, and hit him 10 times in the face, and he's not going to have a black eye or anything. There's just certain things, you're fucking with the referee, knocking the referee down, and the match still continues. Obviously, it pushes the boundaries of regular sports. So there's a lot of things that you just kind of have to accept, little leaps of faith you have to take, and suspension of disbelief. There's a lot of disbelief that you have to suspend to be a wrestling fan. So I would like to have some of my hardcore boxing guys come on and really pick apart what I'm playing on here, and maybe I'll be able to take some of that knowledge and information and do something differently and make my shit more appealing to them, because that's the ultimate goal. Now you'll find often a lot of guys get caught up in the wrestling bubble and they do things that kind of suck. Like in my last episode, we were watching a Young Bucks match, and the Young Bucks, I'm not a big fan of them. They just do a lot of shit just for the sake of doing shit, and doesn't necessarily make sense or tell a story or come off like a real athletic contest. And right now I'm going to run 3 matches that I think should come off like how I just described. Also, I just want to double, triple. Well, okay, we're just at double. We're not at triple yet, but I just want to double stress. Donate to Gonzalo's GoFundMe. I just posted the link back up in the comments. SSB, I do not watch current day wrestling so like so to speak. I kind of catch it. I see it as an observer just on the sidelines. I'm not watching every show. I don't know really who's hot. My concept or my logic with a lot of creative endeavors that I go on is to kind of ignore the current shit, and just kind of go for something from whatever era that really appeals to me. But I really try to avoid the current shit because I don't want something current to influence what I'm doing, because then I kind of come off homogenized. If I'm doing something that current people are doing, then it has to just happen organically. It can't be like, oh, I'm listening to a lot of it, now I'm going to apprehend it. Yeah, everybody used to watch wrestling as a kid. That's the thing. Like, that's what happens. Like, when you're in elementary school, it's hot. Like, it's the coolest fucking thing. At least for me, when it was. Like, I grew up in the 90s. So, like, 97, 98, wrestling was the hottest it had been in fucking decades. But then, like, you get to middle school, and it's like, yeah, kids start to, like, drift away. By high school, it's, like, lame, kind of, So when you were a kid, SSB, you're younger than me. So you liked CM Punk, John Cena, Batista. Well, not liked him, but that's who you were watching. Well, we're going to go way back to people who fucking, I don't know how many people were alive. Because we're going to go back to the 60s. I think this is older than a lot of people. Oh, how long have I had somebody waiting back here? Yo, Haitian Ghost, what up?
What's going on?
Who's this? What's your name? MMA champ or something? What's it?
Horse. Yes, bro.
What up, MMA champ? How you doing, man? It's fucking a lot of bullshit been going on the past few days, but I'm just trying to do a show that is just a little more chill and not drama related.
Okay, so what's the topic?
Yeah, we're talking about pro wrestling.
Oh, pro wrestling.
Yeah, because that's what I do. I'm training to be a pro wrestler.
Wow, so you want to go to the Olympics?
What's that? I'm sorry.
You want to go to the Olympics?
Oh, Olympics? No, not amateur or college wrestling. I'm talking like WWE.
You want to go to WWE? Okay.
Yeah, like I train with some guys that did college wrestling, and I really envy them because, like I want to be able to do what they do. A lot, like so many things come naturally to them. They kind of have a step ahead of a lot of guys, and it's also good to know that shit because, look, in the ring, everything is coordinated, everything is talked over, and nobody's really trying to kill each other, but it's good, if you have to protect yourself in there every once in a while, something does get really fucking crazy and somebody goes rogue and might try to hurt you. So it's good to be able to really back yourself up. Who's that? Is that who I think it is? Haitian Ghost?
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, yeah, don't put none of him or his family up just because I'm trying to fucking forget about the motherfucker for a night. All right, let me put my screen up and we're going to watch a little bit of old shit. All right, I think he's gone. Yeah, he's out of here. Yeah, I don't think this is your forte, Haitian Sensation or Ghost or MMA champ. All right, so let's do the screen share. Share audio. So I got 3 matches lined up. The first one is going to be Wild Bull Curry versus Johnny Valentine. And, oh boy, this is a great fight. I got to call it a fight because it don't even feel like a wrestling match. It feels like a fight. Now, these are like 2 out of 3 fall matches. At least this one is. I don't know how many other ones tonight. But around this time, yeah, a lot of matches were 2 out of 3 falls. And it gave a different, interesting dynamic. to the storylines of the match. So here's your boy Bull Curry. Let me fucking click through that because I think that might hit me on the copyright hip. I guarantee you this stream is going to get fucking ripped down, but we're going to roll with it.
In the white corner from
Hartford, Connecticut, that's where I train, baby. Fuck, did I dox myself?
Your referee, Dick Rain.
All right, so Bull Curry, he's like a punching, brawling, wild man. Johnny Valentine, he's a puncher too, but he's gonna be the crafty, thinking, cheating bad guy. So here we go.
Best 2 out of 3 falls or less. With Bull Curry now primed and ready, and Valentine
Good intensity.
what he's in against.
What do you have to say about right now? It's just intense. It actually feels like these guys are fighting, you know? It's not like a hokey movie standoff. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the punches. And I want you to ask yourself, how hard are these guys hitting each other? That was the beauty of this match to me, that these fucking punches are incredible. Now remember, pro wrestling, they're not trying to kill each other. They're working together to put on a fucking awesome match. Fucking and tear the house down, you know? Because people love fighting. People love combat sports. With that fucking right hand.
Listen to this crowd. If Valentine has a friend in the house, you can't hear him. Believe me. But this huge crowd, the largest crowd to see a wrestling match here in 15 years, has come here to root Bull Curry home.
I hate having to do this and like look. Yeah, that's Greg the Hammer's dad. I'm gonna do a little pause break real quick. Just to check the chat here. Yeah, that is Greg the Hammer's dad, Jay Blues. Here's the StreamYard chat. A link if anybody wants to jump in. I know I'm pausing the action. It's probably pissing people off, but don't really have the means right now to check the chat and watch. So far, we're establishing that Bull Curry's punches are brutal. And when they hit Johnny Valentine, he is in fucking pain. And boom, boom, holy shit. I've seen this match a couple times in the past few months. I've been studying a lot because this is kind of how my style of wrestling is. This is how I want to be, like legitimate looking punches and kicks and beating you up and throwing you out of the ring and using the weapons and just being a wild, crazy, brawling fucking wild man, right? So definitely got to look at Bull Curry's punches and Johnny Valentine's selling.
Curry again, and Curry is veteran enough to know when to exercise caution and when to.
Because it's a two-man job here. Curry got to throw something that looks like it hurts, so Johnny can sell, and allow Johnny to do his fucking amazing selling. Let me just rewind real quick for that elbow to the gut. Look at that. Look at that. I fucking can't get over that. First of all, this is a really safe strike to do. This elbow to the gut, because this is all meat. You know, he just makes abs. You get in there, and it makes a good sound. It makes like, boom. You know, the people, listen, the people in the audience and the people at home watching, they can't feel the pain that the guys in the ring are feeling, right? So in order to tell the story, you have to make them see it and make them hear it. All right. So how does this punch or this elbow to the gut look visually? He winds that fucking thing all the way up and he jabs it into the gut real fucking quick and pop. And you couldn't hear because maybe this is 1960s or 70s mics. Maybe it was the hit, but you can get a good little pop out of that too.
Could do it. You see him as he heists up.
See, here we go. We got a legit hold on in the middle of the ring.
To raise up on that head.
Something else too that you're watching this. Even though Bull Curry is tough, Johnny Valentine is in better shape, stronger looking, and much taller guy. So when he's got Bull Curry in a front choke like this, or front face lock like this, you're getting a lot of sympathy. You know, you want to see the underdog succeed here. And Bull Curry's the underdog, but he's not a fucking pussy. He throws these crazy punches. All he's got to do is get out of this hold and start throwing punches, and he'll get you. He'll get you, damn it. Yeah, the announcer calls this one a nutcracker. This hold he's got him in. I've only ever known this as a cravat. He calls it a nutcracker, which is fucking wonderful. Maybe it's a cravat with a different grip because it's a slightly different grip. Oh, remember I'm talking about people have to see? Look at the facials.
Between breaking and moving, Bull has caught it, but the hold is broken. Back in again for much the same thing. Now this time it's not a strangle. Reverse chin lock.
God damn.
Valentine favors this hold. He likes to wear a man down.
Bull Curry is such an ugly motherfucker.
Bull's face. But at least Bull has no worry about what
This looks like a struggle right here.
or the fact that he might lose some of his beauty.
Now you guys at home watching, do you feel like, I want to pose this question to the chat. Do you guys feel like this is a athletic contest? What I recognize? Watching this match right here, are you getting the vibe like, okay, these two men are competing to beat one another the same way you feel like when you watch MMA or boxing? Because that's one thing I noticed too. Legit combat sports and sports entertainment like this is, I'm just using that term. I hate it, but sports entertainment, it has different pacing. So in boxing, it's very tense. The guys are, stalking each other, throwing jabs, feeling each other out. And then like, bam, bam, and then like someone gets hit and it breaks that tension. And the guy gets hurt and the crowd, oh shit. And then it picks up really fast. And like, if you look away, you may miss it. It can be over like that. But in wrestling, there's a lot of highs and lows. Like right now, he's working this hold. And when Bull Curry starts throwing punches, it's going to be boom, boom, boom. It's not going to be like, ba, 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 ba. It's very different pacing. If that makes sense to you guys, I know I'm just making noise down here, but it's like a movie fight scene. Sometimes in the movie fight scene, when the hero is finally getting in, he's kicking the fucking bad guy's ass. They want to put all the shots in slow-mo. Not slow-mo, but, really emphasize. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He got the shots to the gut. Let me fucking rewind. I'm filibustering here. Boom. And you heard the crowd, too. This is not a sweetened fucking crowd. This is 1969. Body shot. Look at him. That punch right there, that bolo punch, specifically, I'm stealing.
So the veteran Valentine is the one who made the mistake. He tried to meet Bull at his own game, and we're having the spectacle of Valentine.
That's where it gets a little bit, showbiz. Right there. When he's grabbing the ref, but the ref's giving it back to him. God damn. Let's just fucking relive this whole exchange. I want to make a point here too. I want to see the timestamp. So 7:16. Let's see, how long did he have that fucking chin lock on for? He had the Nutcracker front face lock. So Bull Curry, this is how the match was built. For these 2 minutes or a minute and a half here, Bull Curry was getting the better of him with the punches. Crowd was going nuts. Then at the 4-minute mark, 3.5 to 4 minute mark, Johnny Valentine gets a submission hold on him. Just a headlock. Okay, so from what? It's like 3 minutes. He put him in a headlock for 3 minutes. And then finally, when Bull Curry gets out, punching him in the gut. Hear it. Crowd fucking goes nuts over one punch to the gut. Now I want to just really take this in here, because this looks like a legit brawl. Fuck. That punch right there. That punch is... that's my favorite one. That's the one to steal. So you get the guy bent over, hand on top of his head. Good rangefinder. And then you just kind of tell him, look, hey, when I throw that thing, you just turn your head and I'm going to hit you right in the pocket. And the pocket is like the side of your neck, shoulder, right where your shoulder and your neck meet. That's the pocket. And you can hit a guy there and it's safe and it looks really good. Boom. That could have even been like a cupped shot to like the back of the head. Like a little, a bear paw, not a closed fist. Something I'll call a bear paw. He fucks with the ref. Look at this. Oh my God. The guy looks like the fucking ref looks like he belongs in a photo album with my fucking grandfather and his 11 brothers and sisters and Jesus Christ. Bull Curry's such an ugly man. I mean, you look at him, do you think athlete? And this is another point too, like WWE is so fixated on guys that are big and muscular and they have a certain look and you have to be a certain height. But Bull Curry is short. Much shorter than Johnny Valentine, but they're equal here. Oof. Again, so he hit him right there in the chest, right across the chest, and that's another very safe spot.
Covered a lot of territory, and he put a lot of weight behind it. Now the timekeeper's table, and this is where Wahoo McDaniels was.
Boom. We're going outside for a little bit of brawling, and while the brawling going on the outside is happening, we're going to just take a little fucking jump here. What up, Triple J? Remember, guys, if you want to jump on with me.
There's Bull halfway up the aisle now as the second follows him. The fans pat him on the back, shout words of encouragement, turn him around, hit him back to
I don't know how many, like, straight up, just insider terms and shit I want to drop. I don't want to just be straight up shitting on it for you guys, but I'm not going to spoon feed wrestling to you. I'm not going to tell you every little fucking thing.
Valentine goes to work on him. He got him where he could clobber him, and Bull again now is off on the concrete.
So this is interesting. Think about Johnny Valentine. Johnny Valentine, one of his jobs in this match as the bad guy is to frustrate the crowd. Okay? It's like, say I have something that you don't want. Say I have something that you want, and this isn't my analogy. And I take it away from you, and you want it, and I hold it in front of you, and you try to get it from me. Oh, but I snatch it back. And then I hold it in front of you, and you try to get it from me. Oh, and I snatch it back. That's what they want to do. That's what Johnny Valentine wants to do as a bad guy, as the villain. He wants to keep taking away from the crowd what they want to see. And that's Bull Curry coming in there, start slugging and clobbering and throwing punches and stomping and snorting. But he's not going to let it happen. How did he do it before? He did it with the headlock and the chin lock. He held him in that fucking headlock for 3 minutes and made the crowd sit on their hands and wait. Now he just kept knocking him out. Oh my God, these punches are fucking amazing, dude. These punches. That was like a straight like palm. Oh, the look on his face, dude. That's a legit like, all right, I'm getting ready to be hit in the face looking face. Jesus Christ. Fuck, dude. The way his head snaps back and forth on that is nuts. Oh, God. Now, look, I mean, to the fucking super observant eye, you can see Johnny knows he's going to get hit. You know, he knows his job is to take 2 big shots right now. Oh. See when I'm slowing it down like that and running it? Yeah, you see he's queuing up his face. But I mean, when you're in the heat, it's just the heat of it. When all you're caring about right now is, come on, Bull, yeah. When that's all you care about, you don't see the little subtleties. Oh.
Rolling front headlock, and Valentine desperately went into a wrestling move that time. Desperately.
Rolling front headlock. It's a good hold. Oh, did he pin him?
First fall goes to Johnny Valentine.
9 minutes 45 seconds, a 2-minute rest period in the ring.
Rolling front headlock.
9:45.
First fall to Johnny Valentine. Okay. So this is it. This is going to be one and done. Come on, Bull.
There's the bell, and up in the ring we are now.
Man, I hope this stream doesn't get taken down.
Johnny Valentine, a fall ahead.
Valentine's showing he's got punches.
Try to clobber the second fall right smack out of Bull Curry if he possibly can. And he knows
Now, wrestling punches have to be big.
that left of Curry's, and that
They all have to be big, like Deontay Wilder winding up punches. You can't throw the quick inside jabs and stuff. I mean, there are instances where, you know, guys get away with the boxing jabs. Yeah, for sure. But you need to have these big looping, winding up punches. Or just fucking throwing them. Just throwing hands. Because that you've seen a lot in this fight. And I keep catching myself saying it's a fight because it feels like a fight. It doesn't feel like a wrestling match. This is, even though these guys are working together, that's a nice, safe punch right there. As you can see, the technique is he's basically slapping the arm against his side here. Pop. Arm against his side. Pop. Makes a good noise. You're kind of using your side as like a little stopper to keep your arm from going any further than it has to just make contact with the guy's head. Ric Flair used to do that one a lot. Bull is stalking him. Now, this annoys a lot of people about wrestling. The fucking stalking, the slow, like, setups, like... And that's another... That speaks to the pacing as well. It doesn't have that feel of, like, urgency at times that it would need to. That, you know, when... You know, you see a guy get hurt in the boxing ring, he gets pounced on. Right now, fucking Bull would be pouncing on him. But it's what it is. It's fucking... It's entertaining as hell, man. Especially when you get invested. When these are your guys. Now, something's going on right here. I'm not even going to tell you what's going on right here. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. This is one of the things I won't talk about. Oh! Fuck! fuck, dude. He fucking busted him open. Holy shit.
On that cut, you see him lay it in there. And again, as he blasts away with studied determination, he is belting him over the eye and clobbering.
I always think too in wrestling that they're taking pictures, especially back in the day. Oh my god. Oh my god. This selling is a little out of control. This is okay. This is really out of control. I don't give a fuck though. I'm willing to spend a little fucking disbelief for that. Count him out. Count that man out. Bull Curry, the brass knuckles champion. Come on. He's going to beat it? What, 9, 10? No, it's over. Come on. Oh, my God. He ripped his face open with that shot.
15 seconds to Bull Curry.
All right, take a little breather. Let's see what up, what up. Get Brother Love in there. We'll look at some Bruce Pritchard one day. Oh my god, look at fucking Bull Curry's face, dude. You don't see that often, the TKO in wrestling. Now, I don't know if you guys know boxer David Ogogo, I think his name is. I think he's like Australian or something, British, one of them Commonwealth places. He was an Olympic boxer, and now he's trying to break in and be a pro wrestler, and they're getting him over in AEW, which is the company that right now is the second biggest, behind WWE. They're trying to get him over with a body shot. They're trying to use the body shot as his finisher, I should say. And, here we go again. Just fucking wailing. He's wailing away at each other. Holy shit. Oh! What? What? Bull, no. Stop it. You're fucking crazy. So, yeah, it's a fucking draw, I guess. 2 out of 3 falls.
We're trying to keep people here from injuring themselves by getting
Fuck, man.
involved in this here, but Curry is determined.
Just taking the chaos for a minute, because right now, this is like what I will consider like, how would I phrase it? Putting this on the Brody scale. That's what I love about Bruiser Brody. I watched a match one time with him and Abdullah the Butcher. It went like, I don't know how long, right? 3 minutes. Brody wins. Then he's fucking marching around the ring, just acting like a maniac for 7 minutes. And that was like, that was the fucking best part of the show. Because it was just pandemonium. And right now, we got an old shirtless man. Who is he? Bull is going nuts.
Letting fly impartially with those driving blows of his on McShane and Dick Reigns with the seconds moving in, and we've got everything busting loose here as Reigns catches it.
Right now, they're trying to make the people forget that it's draw finish. They're trying to give them a little something at the end. Yep, here we go. They're happy. I only wish that boxing promoters were as good as wrestling bookers when it came to like making storylines and cheating guys and all this stuff. Because we got a draw right now and the crowd is fucking so happy. All is right in the world. Bull, smash that fool.
And this is what look at this boy Bull. Look at these fans around this ring. Listen to this tremendous clattering.
CT in the house, baby. Hartford, Connecticut.
Everybody roars their approval of Curry. Curry shouting,
what a weirdo. Very weird looking man.
And Bull Curry
I don't even know what ethnicity is, so it's fucking. How could I be racist? He's just a weird looking man. He's an animalistic, weird looking man. What the fuck? He's like one of the. He's almost kind of like one of the fucking Wolf Boys. Is he cutting a promo? Nah. Cut it. All right, everybody. Quags. Yep. Bruiser Brody. That's the guy who got killed in Puerto Rico. Fucking, he was a wild man. I would just look up Bruiser Brody promo on YouTube and watch some of his stuff when he's just talking and yelling and challenging guys to matches. I love it. He's one of my biggest influences. On the real, Brody is the reason why I got into wrestling, because I've always liked wrestling since I was a kid. But I watched a thing on Vice about him, called From Dark Side of the Ring. Very, very popular series that, is inspiring a lot of people and, getting people into wrestlers from back in the day that people didn't know about. Yeah, they stabbed him, Quags, in the shower in the baseball stadium. Recognize, you know about that. You were there. Fuck, dude. But I was just one day chilling out, watching Bruiser Brody matches, and I was just like, dude, I was in such a weird place in my life that I was like, this is who I want to be. I don't want to do music anymore. I want to be this fucking lunatic and just stomp around and smash shit and throw chairs and hurt people. Not just beat people up in the ring, but like hurt them. Really want to fucking torture them and do twisted shit to them, right? Like, I got a move I do, man. I take my fist, I just make a fist, and I stick my thumb out like I'm giving a thumbs up, right? Or I'm hitchhiking. And I put you in a headlock where it's like, like a rear naked choke. But I got it situated so I got my thumb digging in your fucking neck, dude. And I just bury that shit in there, and I just press on your artery until you pass out or you tap out, one or the other. That's one of my moves. I got a few different kind of finishes like that. So anybody at home, you can just take your thumb. I don't care how big and tough you are. You take your thumb, stick it underneath your jaw, right in that little pit, right in the corner of your jaw, and just fucking press up in there and see how that feels. Now imagine you just been getting your ass beat for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And now I'm on you and I'm putting that on you, man. Like, when I was a little kid, my cousin put me in a figure 4 leg lock, and I was like, this ain't shit. He wasn't doing it right, but I saw through it. I was like, oh, that hold ain't that bad. Jesus Christ, fucking Asiatic spike. There really no questioning that fucking hurts. So let's get on to our next match. The Quags talking about my music, that I could still be a musician as an old man. Sure, I got that stuff still locked away. It's weird though. It's Quags. It's kind of like when I do the wrestling thing. It's gonna be such a commitment that I won't be able to do music. They would contradict each other almost, right? Like one image doesn't vibe well with the other. But let's go back to the action. Let's go across the pond. Stu knows about this, I'm sure. Stu is in the audience. What up, Stu? Wish you were on, man. Giant Haystacks versus Skull Murphy. Yep. So I want to run this match for one reason here, because big guy matches have a very different psychology to them. The second you get into the territory of having guys this big, you have to do the match entirely differently. Because like I said, this is wrestling. We're putting on a show. We're having a fight that's going to be really entertaining. That's the point. So how we make it entertaining? How do we make it so the people are like, yeah, they get the most entertainment value out of it? What are you gonna do? Knock the big guy off of his feet and start fucking beating him up? No, so that's one little thing. As a big guy, you do not fucking let people knock you down. You always let people work for it. They gotta hit you with a clothesline and a kick and a springboard clothesline off the ropes. And then they go to fucking slam you and they can't pick you up because you're too heavy. Then they fucking hit the ropes, clothesline, you go down to a knee. And then a fucking drop kick to the guy who's on his knee. Finally, Giant Haystacks goes down and the crowd is cheering. Oh, like that's how you do it. You gotta always do everything that I'm doing in the ring has to kind of tell the story that I'm big. Skull Murphy. Now I'm looking at Skull Murphy. I've never seen this match. I don't know much about Skull. I know a lot about Giant Haystacks. And we're also going to see here, we're going to see what a big guy can do. I mean, Giant Haystacks has to be athletic for his size. Has to be. And he is in his prime. This is in his WCW days. Oh, man.
Skull Murphy well under half his opponent's weight in this fight.
Scary shit.
Here we go for round 1 of 6 5-minute rounds.
So this is British wrestling. It has rounds. It's a little different. I don't really know how it works, to be honest. I know there's rounds. So we're just going to see these guys go, and then one of them is going to win or one's going to lose. So one of the things I was going to say is that a big guy like this, he has to be athletic, but he has to pace himself. He has to do a lot without doing a lot. So what has he done so far? Just so I'm gonna rewind, just so you can just take account throughout the match of everything he's doing. Bell rings. Push him down. Push him down with one arm. Tells a story that, you're a lot bigger than this guy. Duck under, go behind. Now he's got a shoulder claw. Sell a couple shots to the gut. Walking into a clothesline. So far he hasn't done shit. Walking around. Just staring at the crowd. That's the control part. Look at this guy here standing up, talking shit, just because he's walking around and looking at the audience. That is one of the beautiful parts of pro wrestling. Now there we go, just grabbing him by the neck. Referee is stopping the closed fist. Ooh. What the fuck was that? Dude, that is fucking... That's good shit. That's really good shit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I gotta stop for a second. That is such good shit. Wow, I'm blown away. He just... I've never seen anybody just... He's in a wrist lock, and he just... Get off of me. I've never seen anybody do that, but it has to be a guy that big. That tells... right now, Giant Haystacks, to me, he's coming off like he weighs 500 tons, dude. From escaping a wrist lock like that. What does that communicate to you? Just think about this. Just... this little motion.
I'm sure Gravel fans and Murphy fans especially will know all about his standing submission hold, his speciality, Gator. I can't see him trying it today.
Yeah, you feel like right now there's nothing Skull can do to him.
If there's any way he can get up that high. In fact,
and
having more trouble with his own right now.
I'm really curious to see what Haystacks is saving his energy for. It's going to be a big splash, I'll tell you that right now. Because that's what all big guys do. Grab him by the beard. Big guy being cowardly.
Not a happy man.
He's huge, this giant haystacks fella. Holy shit.
They'll get no protection from this referee.
You know, so big that like when you're looking at like this area here in the back and the front, you're wondering like what's ass, what's back,
You'd like to see Skull Murphy
what's
get his
stomach.
off his feet just once.
Oh my goodness. This is dragging a little bit. He's sucking air.
Murphy stepped
He's
out
sucking
of
air.
the third.
Doing snapmares and stuff.
The headbutt. The temple.
I love that headbutt. It's one of my moves. Coconut cruncher.
And nicely done. And another punch.
He's hitting him in that fucking hanging gut area.
Referee's got to step on in this. 2 minutes left in round one, and Murphy sees his chance.
Yes, dude.
Out of the ring. And half the crowd, this packed capacity crowd here at the community center, Normanton, running around the side of the ring to see if he can make it. But it's a
That's great. Just Skull teasing that he's gonna dump him out.
he's gone shouting at me again.
Giant Haystacks is just complaining about it. It's a pretty interesting psychology here.
Skull Murphy tries to put him out. It's the same side of the ring. We don't want him dropping.
Oh my goodness gracious. Stu, where you at, Stu? Where you at? Can you defend this, Stu?
Nearly 60
I gotta see another one.
They came over this way.
You're gonna get Sugar Ray Leonard in here to fucking start talking shit to me first. About that wind up.
Well,
Nah, close fist punch to the gut behind the ref's back.
and then
That's a whole
he did a forearm.
thing that should be explained. Yeah, so in wrestling rules, you're not allowed to hit somebody with a closed fist. You know, and that's to be like, you know, to just one of the rules. It's wrestling. It's not fucking brawling. It's wrestling. Guys do. The point is, if you punch a guy in the face, the ref needs to get in your face and talk about it and be like, hey, you can't do that. So that's why you see guys that put a dude in a headlock, turn so the ref is at the right angle to not see it, and then pop, sneak in that fucking little shot. Oh, fucking mean looking stomps to the head. Was this a warning?
3 seconds to go. Well, one public warning against.
All right, so we just watched a round
Again, he's coming to shout.
of pro wrestling.
Keep bringing me these
Something that not a lot of people see, a round.
big man that I can deal with it, so.
With that being said, let's just take a peek right here to my 3 viewers.
This big man from Salford, Lancashire.
J Blues.
Great man from the Great Britain, of course.
Hey, what's up, man?
Let's go.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on? Doing well, doing well. I don't think we've ever talked before. How you
No, I
doing?
never-
I'm Revolution.
Yeah, what's up, man? I seen your stream the other day, and I had never seen your channel before. But yeah, man, I'm a huge pro wrestling fan. I grew up on that shit, but I've never seen some old school shit like this. When did they start doing 2 out of 3 falls? Because that was an old ass fucking match for that stipulation, right?
Yeah, well, that was kind of standard back through even the 70s and 80s. I think it started falling off in like the mid to late 80s. And that was for championship matches, I think, especially. Like just as standard. And the reason they do that, because you would have the champion who would travel around, and Ric Flair was the most famous one. Biggest example of that. And he would travel around territory to territory and fight their top guys. And you have to figure out, all right, we got to have a match where the hometown guy looks good and it feels like he won, but we don't want Rick to lose the belt, so he's got to win in the end. So it seems like the 2 out of 3 falls is kind of a way of, hey, all right, we can give the crowd a little something, but still protect the champion ultimately.
Right. There's
And
no
I
clean
mean,
finish on your guy, right? Like he never got
yeah,
beat clean. It's always some like he only got beat once and he ended up, like you said, walking away with the title and shit. So damn, I didn't know it was that old
yeah,
though, man. That's fascinating.
yeah. It's like it's kind of just built right into the match. Now they just fuck you over with one fall. They just it's a disqualification, and like that's
Dude.
just it. And people get frustrated. Yeah, I don't watch any current pro wrestling. I noticed too. You got the Patrice O'Neal avatar, man. I'm a huge Patrice O'Neal fan. Huge, man. I love
Hell
him.
yeah, dude. You're like the fourth person to recognize that shit. So big up, man. Yeah, he's the reason I get on there, man. Like Open Anthony, gave me radio etiquette years ago. But fuck, man, they used to know how to stretch a match out, right? They used to know how to build the atmosphere of the match so much better, bro, and get you intrigued and shit. Like I don't know, a lot of that shit fell off with the shooter mentality. Like when all the old school shooters died and when they quit learning actual catch wrestling, like the punches started looking like shit because they don't actually know how to throw them. They don't. There's calculations like to the minuscule little inch of the old school dudes. They knew exactly how to throw a punch and exactly how to pull it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
The whole art's died, man.
Yeah, because that was something that they didn't have fucking Hurricane Ranas and all even DDTs and shit, right? That match you watched, did we
Pile
see a
drivers.
suplex? I don't think we even saw a suplex in the last match. Nobody took a bump. It was just brawling and putting on holds, wrestling holds.
No back body drops.
Fucking
No
yeah,
flapjack.
dude. Back body drops are really fucking brutal to take. Like when you're just learning in wrestling school, like that's one of the first big bumps that you take, and you're like, "Ooh, this is tough." I took one last week on Thursday, and it was like one of the only moves a kid knew. So I was like, "All right, you're gonna give me a back body drop. Please don't fucking crumble and let me fall. Be a good post for me. Get me up there." But yeah, it sucks. My coach yells at me a lot because I take too many bumps. He's like, "You gotta fucking save that shit." And I'm like, "No, I'm good, man. I'm a little bit stupid like that."
Yeah, I heard you say you want to be like Bruiser Brody. That is insane. Like that is the most like erratic wrestler I've ever fucking seen, man. When he almost stabbed the Undertaker with that sword, like, bro, calm down, please. Like you sell it a little too hard, bro. Like Bruiser some dudes blurred the line between.
When was that? Wait. The Undertaker? Hang on. Bruiser Brody with the.
You never seen that, bro. Bruiser Brody comes down to the ring with some kind of Viking helmet, a shield, and what looks to be like a 4.5 to 5 foot sword. And at one point, like, Taker's got to get the fuck out of the way, man. He's flat on his back, and Bruiser's coming down with a sword, and Taker like has to speed up, like the dead man move. Like he always moves at a snail's pace, but he had to like get the fuck out of the way.
You know what? Yo, this is gonna blow you away because the Berserker is the guy you're talking about, and bro, it's like a fucking that's not Bruiser Brody. Bruiser Brody,
What?
In that Bruiser Brody and the guy that you're talking about, his name is John Nord, the Berserker, and they were gonna be a tag team. And the Berserker, no, look, the Berserker is even like straight up
brother crazy and shit.
It was partly a tribute to Brody though, too, because Brody had died by this time. So
Damn.
John Nord was like, "All right, now I'm gonna make this gimmick a little bit of a tribute." So he grew the hair out, he had the furry boots, so he fucking fooled you, and so it fucking worked.
Damn, bro.
But I can't say you were way off. But
well, somebody uploaded the fucking video as Bruiser Brody versus Taker, so they got fooled.
I'm watching the story right now.
Man. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of
story right now.
Yeah, check that shit out.
I'm just gonna run it for everybody to see. I think I got it up on the screen right now. I got the GIF. Like he's gonna kill him with the sword,
dude. It's up there with the Japanese death matches with Terry Funk and exploding shit. Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
He actually stabs the canvas. So that was a legit sword.
That's like pretty shocking to be honest. I mean, it's hokey because like it's a I can't fucking not laugh. Holy shit. It's hokey because like it's a sword, so it's like they got swords in Disney movies, you know what I mean? So it's not like fuck. I don't know.
It's just so
Not like
nuts.
he had
to
a
take away
sledgehammer,
on his.
but
I mean, you're not
you
gonna
know who
stab
that guy.
motherfuckers, man. Like the dive bomb stab, like the way he stood up all tall and fell down.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, that's like that's something else I tell you in wrestling too. Is like you don't do anything like you do everything like the person. It's on them to move out of the way. Like if I throw a clothesline and you're gonna duck, I have to throw it like I'm trying to kill you, and it's 100% on you to duck. If you don't duck, then you know
Exactly. I'm not gonna look.
I don't
I'm
get
not
in
gonna look
trouble.
like shit because you
Right.
fucked up. Like you got to be on it, bro. Right.
All right, let's see. Speaking of looking like shit, let's go to round 2. I'm gonna keep running this giant haystacks match. Not much time left here. Skull Murphy don't want no more. It looks like he's getting ready to quit.
Could
He
that
took a
ring
knee.
be any smaller, bro?
Yeah, it looks like a 18 or 16 foot. I mean, you have to mind you too. You got giant haystacks in there, and he makes everything look small. But that looks to be about a 16 or 18 foot. Yeah, that's a 16 probably. Oh man, that's that's what they want to put Billy Joe Saunders in. You know, he's going to be in this ring with Canelo.
It reminds me of Joe Frazier versus Ron Stander. That is the smallest ring I've ever fucking seen, bro. Like it looked like a bounce
You see the
around
little
pull-up ring.
kid? Hold on. Look, he's ripping the pad off.
I'll expose turnbuckle.
Look down here, though. Look at the little kid take a shot at him. I gotta see. Here he goes. He punched him in the fucking ankle. And they like broke it away from him. What is the ref doing here? Yo, call for the bell. I don't know. No, he doesn't have to call for the bell. Oh, come on. See, that's a little spot I'll do sometimes, like, because I play the heel in most matches, and like if I'm beating the guy up and I gotta give him a little bit of life, like give him a hope spot, they call it. I'll go over. I'm gonna hit your head on the turnbuckle, block it with your foot, and hit my head on it, and then I'll just like rake his eyes afterward or something. But just to give him a little bit of life, you know. Yeah, but the variation here with the big guy, they drew it out. You see, they got another 30 seconds out of it with Bull, or what's the guy's name? Skull Murphy using one hand. It won't work. Then he's going for two hands. And then finally, boom. Uh-oh. No. So now what's the story? They uh-oh. Oh, what? Dude, he might get him. Uh-oh. No. Fucking Bernard Hopkins.
How close that shit is to the ring, man. The little table.
I think that's it. I don't know how. I think it's like a. I think he got counted out. I don't know what the fuck happened. I wasn't expecting too much out of this one. Just a little freak show match, I guess you could say. Right now, though, I'm going to run this one. Going to the 60s again. We're going to watch a Killer Kowalski match. Him versus Buddy Rogers. Nature Boy Buddy Rogers, who Ric Flair ripped off in a lot of senses. I've never seen a Buddy Rogers match, actually, so this is good for me.
Me neither.
And cool thing, too, is Killer Kowalski is he trained my trainer. So I'm like a second generation like Killer Kowalski student. So the way he wrestles is kind of like the core foundation of the style I'm learning. So I like watching his matches. He's a fucking mean man. Big fucking mean Polak. And a vegetarian too. Didn't eat
Back
no
then?
meat.
Goddamn.
Yeah, even back in the 60s, dude. Yeah.
Buddy Rogers and Killer Kowalski. There's a shot.
So Buddy Rogers, blonde.
Buddy Rogers.
The police are
Good
walking
physique.
into the ring. What the fuck? That's how dangerous this man is.
Dude, like fucking Mike Tyson. Hey, remember back in the 90s, they did that with Goldberg? They would have Goldberg do the fucking long entrance
Yeah.
all the way out from the locker room. They'd like knock him. Mr. Goldberg, we're ready for you. And then the fucking door would bash off the
headbutt
hinges.
that shit. Fucking
Yeah.
bitch ass Goldberg.
It's a maniac.
There's a good shot of Kowalski.
Dude, Kowalski
That's my
looks like a
boy.
fucking wrestler or some shit. Look at the build of him, man. Like, look from his traps to his shoulders. It's just one solid thing.
Yeah, let me run. Yeah, you're right. It's just like one smooth line. Like
Fucker looks like
that
he will
fucking-
yoke you the fuck up, man. Big gorilla hands. Look at that
fucking
shit.
traps. Yeah, that's all traps right there. Holy shit. Yeah, the hands were crazy too. He had that. He did the claw as his finisher. He just put on you do the stomach claw or the fucking super what was it
Stomach
called?
claw?
The iron claw to the head.
Yeah, I've seen the face claw.
Either
but
on the head or the stomach.
claw?
Yeah, put the stomach claw on you.
The fuck? You tap out to upset stomach? The hell kind of move is that?
You were just talking about his hands.
Yeah, I've
he
never
fucking
heard of
put that on you and start squeezing. Yo, that's one thing I learned. You'll see like guys that go to wrestling conventions and they post videos. Oh, I met so and so and he put me in this hold, and they always fucking put it on nice and stiff, right? They don't ever go easy on anybody. I mean, I met the Iron Sheik at a fucking stag. My friend had a stag for his wedding, and he had the Iron Sheik there, and fucking Sheik put
Damn.
me in a headlock, and he fucking put that thing on me, man. He wasn't killing me, but it wasn't like my grandfather fooling around put me in a headlock. He
That's
was
epic,
solid.
man.
He was a solid man.
What year was this, man?
Like 2008, 2009.
Okay. I'm just thinking because he's kind of fucked up physically now. So back then he was still pissed off, yelling and shit, doing his shoot interviews.
Yeah, you're right. This was like the height of his shoot interview. Like he had just kind of found that new part of his career. You know what I mean? Brian Blair, I'll fuck you in the ass. Whoa, Buddy Rogers is
bullshit. All that shit.
that was bullshit. All right, let's see.
And they're running.
So, like the way they started that match, like that's one thing you could always see. Like the way the matches start, like everybody tries to come up with a different wet thing. Like hit him behind his back before the bell rung. Not enough to knock him down, but then there's a big chase. So this match started with like a chase scene. Sometimes you'll see a guy just start getting beat up right away. Sometimes see the guy go for, to hit him behind and he misses. So there's a lot of different little stories right off the bat. We call them intros.
Oh!
This is a
Knee
chase
breaker.
scene. Kowalski did a lot on the ropes like that too. I just learned like when they do that to the guy's neck, kind of not when they put his neck on the rope, but it's like I'm holding your legs and then I fall backwards and I boost
Oh,
you
the
up
slingshot.
into the rope.
Yeah.
And you hit the slingshot. Exactly. I just learned how to do the slingshot from fucking somebody who learned it from Kowalski. So that's it's dope. Made me happy. God damn, he is so big though. He's like
Yeah, he's a
tall and
fucking-
lean.
He looks like a legit athlete, man. Like he looks like you legit kick your fucking ass, man.
Honestly, it's like a little bit of a Deontay Wilder build.
Nah,
Like
He
long,
ain't got no skinny
long
ass
thin
chicken
legs.
they ain't that thin.
Not
bro.
chicken
Look at
legs,
it.
but
Fucking Wilder got.
Yeah, you're
legs
right,
like
you're
Tony
right.
Hearns. Yeah, I was so fucking
fucking
let
Buddy
down.
Rogers. Buddy Rogers is about to look like he's gonna have legs like fucking Bambi if this keeps up.
That shit is
Jesus
stiff as hell,
Christ.
man.
Never seen that one before. Whatever this is, it's like just cranking it. Now he's on the rope.
That left leg that he broke up in Canada.
The only thing I'm having trouble here is now I don't know who's a good guy and who's a bad guy, and that's bothering me because it
It's gotta be
started off with
Kowalski
Buddy
with all his
Rogers.
with all his dirty shit. It's
Kowalski's
gotta be
what?
Kowalski. He's the heel with all
But
this
Buddy
fucking.
Rogers like hit him from behind in the beginning, and then there was a chase. You know, good guy wouldn't fucking poke you like when you weren't looking and then run away from you. It's kind of cowardly.
Maybe a choke. The referee trying to get in close to see it.
If you know, I think if we start seeing a long headlock here from Buddy Rogers, I think that'll be the sign that he's a heel. He's putting on the rest hold. He's slowing it down. Oh my goodness. That's something you don't see. Just beating a guy in the leg. God damn, you don't even see that in UFC often anymore.
Damn!
Hitting a guy wherever the fuck you can hit him. Yeah, he got dope knee drops. He's gonna break it, man. Oh, he's going for he got a pin. So this is probably a 2 out of 3 falls. Yep. Yeah, that's just like I said, just like standard. Pretty much all the big matches. I don't know if all of them or just the big ones, but anything I see from this time period is pretty much always 2 out of 3 falls. God damn. That was awesome. See, this is like cheating too for me. Like I'll watch this shit, and if I could rip shit off from Kowalski and then I'll do it in class, like it always makes my instructor really happy, and like it goes like he doesn't realize like I'm secretly doing things that I know I know he likes without even ever seeing him do it or talk about it.
That's how you formulate a great style, though. You take bits and pieces from other great styles, man. Especially if it's from, you know, some ancient shit that most people never even heard of or don't remember. Like you're bringing a piece of the past back, man. You're bringing a relic of the ancient past back, and it still works. Like that's what makes it, you know, true to being great. That no matter what period it's brought back in is fucking electrifying. And people are like, "Ooh, what the fuck is that? That's some Killer Kowalski shit. You never seen it?"
Yeah, and like take it to this level, like who's like the most powerful guy in wrestling, like other than Vince McMahon, like who's the most powerful wrestler? It's Triple H. You know, he basically owns WWE once Vince is gone, and he's a Kowalski guy. So
yeah, I was about to say, man, the fucking the jump off the ropes, the knee drop, you know what I mean? Their butt drop on the knee. That's the first thing I thought it was Triple H, man.
Oh yeah. This is all that kind of shit.
Bret Hart used to do that move a lot. Throw your leg up on the ropes and jump up and shit.
Bret did a lot of stuff on the ropes as well. Like Bret did this one thing, so he would do the spot where he would have you laying like with your throat against the ropes, and then he'd run across the ring and like jump on your back. But he would have it so like you would move out of the way at the last second. And when he would hit the ropes sideways and get all tangled up in them like a fucking spider and be bouncing and shaking all around shit. Like it was so like chaotic. He thought he was gonna like neck himself.
Bro, you remember when fucking Mark Henry would put fools on a second rope like that, hit the ropes and come back and just like do the ass slide on your back, bro, and slide out of the ring and shit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Brutal shit.
That always looked like it fucking kills, dude. I saw him do that to the Godfather. I was like, oh my God, how do you not decapitate him?
All I think about when I think about Godfather is the Brawl for All, man. Like, poor Godfather, man. Poor Steve Williams. They got fucked up for what, man?
Well, don't feel too bad for the Godfather because he had fun with it. He was one of the guys that didn't like really get fucked up. Like, the Savio Vega, Brackus, a lot of guys got injured for sure. Yeah, definitely Steve Williams. Feel bad for him. Feel bad for the guy who won it because they fed him to Butterbean.
That was karma. That was the universe saying,
have you ever,
Vince, oh, fuck you, Vince. This is not a good idea.
Did you ever Did you see the episode of Dark Side of the Ring on the Brawl for All?
What it say, man?
You know Dark Side of the Ring? It's a Vice series. They talk about wrestling, like tragedies and
I try
like
to stay away from
bad,
it, man.
just incidents.
Wrestling's got some dark secrets, but yeah, I've seen it. I've just never watched them.
Oh, word. Yeah, the fucking Brawl for All one. Yeah, Godfather was talking about. He was in the hotel room with Butterbean. He was smoking a blunt with him and like his boy or whatever. They're all smoking, and Butterbean's just sitting there. He's like, "Listen, your friend is probably tough. He trains real hard. I'm gonna knock his ass out." And you're like, "Yeah, you're just talking shit." He's like, "No, listen to me. We're gonna get in there. I'm gonna throw this punch here. He's gonna go like that, and then I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna hit him, and it's gonna be all over." And they're like, "Okay," and like that's exactly like what happened.
It's like
It's
18
just two different
seconds.
worlds, you know.
like
It's two different fucking worlds.
Like Vince got 3 or 4 of his top stars, one of his future fucking megastars just obliterated, knocked out, fucked up in the ring for an 18-second knockout at WrestleMania. Like, for what, Vince? What was that whole thing for, bro? And you never did it again? It's fucking stupid.
It was all to they just wanted. I think Vince Russo did it because he wanted to see Bradshaw get beat up.
he
did.
He got it. You know, he got what he wanted.
So let's see just real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. My bad. I'm going off on
Going
the Brawl
out
for All.
first. Yeah, I know. We both started going off on the Brawl for All, but just to see what the fall is here is a hip toss, a shot, and then another shot and a pin. So once again, back in the day, dude, they respected punches, the power of a punch. Like, and hey, it's a closed fist punch. It's against the rules, but when you do a couple of them, they make a big difference in the fight. And he just got to fall off of like 2 hip toss and 2 punches. And right now, people should be saying, "Oh, he really punched him," because dude, he really went down and he broke the rules. But fuck, he stomped him afterward too. So yeah, he's definitely the heel. It just happens that, and I learned this the hard way. Like, you could be a heel and do mean shit, and people will hate you. But eventually, like, when the people start liking you, you can just keep doing all the like cheating and everything, and the people will still cheer. So, like, I tried to do that once as like a heel. Like, I was a babyface in the match, and I was doing all my heel stuff. And my trainer's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "No, I saw so and so do it." And they're like, "No, so and so did it." Like, Brody got cheered when he choked guys and hit him with chains because he'd been doing it for so damn long that, people started liking it. Like, it's like, you're not established. If you're a babyface, you got to do babyface shit. And I was like, okay, I see.
Like Eddie Guerrero could get away with fucking anything, and they love him, man. Like, especially later on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I mean, look at Steve Austin, too. Like, he'd have you down in the corner and just stomping the shit out of you. He's giving you 2 middle fingers and he's hitting you with that stunner, which is like just pretty much like punching somebody in the throat, He was really kick ass. He wasn't doing no fucking fancy sharpshooter or, Shawn Michaels' sweet chin music. Oh, shit. See, this is where Ric Flair fucking got his shit, man. This is where Ric Flair stole the strutting from. That's crazy. And he incorporated it actually right into the action of the match. That's the other cool part. It's not just something he does momentarily or whatever. He actually grabbed the ropes and stopped himself from running into a punch, and he just a little bit of strutting.
Man who gets the next fall will be the winner.
Bro, honestly, this is what pro wrestling should look like, man. Fuck all the giant fall, the big moves, the big flashy body drop, like the falling from 20 feet. Like, that shit ain't realistic. It ain't what pro wrestling's about, man. This is a real work that you can get into and like be sold on, bro. Like, this is what it's supposed to look like, man.
Exactly, man. And it's tough. It's sad because the business is in the shits right now, and it's people are hurting it. The people in the business, it's gotten to the point where it's become so sick that guys are just like accepting, like, oh no, those days are in the past, like they'll never come back. Look at him spitting and gurgling, dude. You see that? Look at it. Yes.
How far
I
back he
love it.
leaned his head to where the crowd could see his face, bro.
Yep, you know it. But yeah, guys are just like, oh, everybody knows it's fake, so we'll just do fake shit and it looks dumb. And they just don't give a fuck. Guys going on social media with the real names, just playing video games and shit on Twitch. It's like, I could never do that. I could never be into this and commit so much time to it and not do it all the way, you know? Like,
It's hard to not break kayfabe
Dude.
when you got an Instagram account. You know what I mean? It's hard to maintain that level of separatism.
Yeah, I destroyed my Instagram account. I nuked that shit, man. I had all these pictures. I deleted all them pictures I had. And I fucking just started posting weird ass shit. And off the top rope.
Do a 1
Oh
foot
shit,
stop.
pile driver.
Ow!
Oh, that's it. 1, 2. Damn.
Dude, that short power driver was nasty, son.
Yes. Wow, Buddy Rogers. Damn, homie.
Well, let's get right into the ring now to the announcer.
Oh, he's going after him.
What's going to happen now? Oh, God.
3 minutes and 7 seconds. That was a body parade.
Go tiny the
There's
Dude,
like-
look how tiny the dude is. I know he's in the foreground. I know he's in the foreground's perspective, but goddamn.
Damn, there's 3 minutes left. Let's see what happens.
One of the most colorful wrestlers
Interview.
today, Buddy Rogers.
That I always skip the interview. It's all good.
Dude, that
Promos are a
short
whole
power
other
driver,
issue.
man. That shit was so
Yeah, let's
ugly.
see that again.
Kowalski going up high on that rope. Watch him come up, and he misses Rogers, who gets away. Might have hurt his leg a little bit there.
Dude,
God damn.
Might have hurt his leg
that
a
shit
little
looked like it hurt. but- oh my god.
way.
Let's see. I'm gonna do screen shot by shot. Let's see. So they're going up together. Kowalski looks like he's pushing off. So they're in sync. Everything's going as planned. Kowalski gets his hands down.
God damn, man.
Yep. So he's pretty much doing like a headstand where it's like your head in your two hands and you make a triangle. Seems like that's like the end game. He's gonna land like that. It looks fucking brutal.
Might have hurt his leg a little bit
Just how
there.
quick it was, man. And how like he didn't
Yeah. Oh
he didn't
yeah.
get straight up. Like he didn't let it elongate. He just grabbed the move and poof, hit that shit.
Might have hurt his leg a little bit there. Misses Rogers, who gets
Wow.
away.
I might have to steal that.
Might have hurt his leg a little bit
Because
there.
people know
I
like
heard
the
somebody,
pile
bro.
driver.
I think that's too quick, man. You know what I mean? For like if that wasn't Killer Kowalski, I think somebody would have got hurt, man.
Well, there's techniques. It's just I'm seeing this as a little more like a DDT, you know? Like taking a DDT is a lot more safer than a pile driver for sure. But he never gets fully vertical before he drops. That's why I have faith in it. Because he only gets to about it's not bad at all.
Got right there. And he puts his legs up. You know,
Actually, yeah, his hands, by the time his hands touch, yeah, his head and his knees are like the same level. I don't know. I'm fucking stoned as hell, man. Going back here, let's see the Quags. Do a review of Ric Flair winning the Royal Rumble. I'll easily get subs off of that. I'll also easily get a fucking warning and a copyright strike, and the stream will just get taken down right away. I got to figure out a way that I can like flip the video or you like mirror image it so it's like flipped and you can beat the copyright that way. Got to figure out how to do that. Then we could really
Yeah,
start having some fun.
You still just watching shit off YouTube like me, man. You got to learn to edit and actually make that shit to where you can watch anything, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that later WWE shit, man, there ain't no fucking way. There ain't no getting around. Like, all this video's only got 5,000 views. Nah, it's going to be copyrighted. Like, you got to edit that shit and mirror it and reverse it, like you said. Put a little filter on it, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll keep doing it for the future. Glad you came on to watch with me. I think you're like the first guest. I've had like 4 episodes. And yeah, I'm glad because I was able to benefit. Yeah, cool. For sure, man.
I've never seen old school wrestling like that, alone like fucking Buddy Rogers. I've always heard of the original Nature Boy. I've never seen him, man. Like that little strut move, like some of the selling tactics of him, he kind of resembled Ric Flair, man.
Definitely.
So hell yeah. Thanks for having me on, bro. I'll catch you on the next one. You gonna do like a weekly thing with the wrestling, or it's just spur of the moment?
Kind of spur of the moment. I kind of got a whole bunch of new subscribers because of all the drama that was going down that I fucking posted about. But yeah, we're just gonna go with this for now.
that's how I found you, bro. But yeah, I'll definitely be on the next one, man. Huge wrestling fan. All right,
bro. Take care. Take it easy. Have a good night, and everybody else out there too. Thank you for tuning in. We're gonna do it to it like you already knew it. So, like I said, I'm gonna turn up the music. Screw it. Ha! I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Peace out, everybody. The Combat Entertainment Podcast.
Finish him off! He's calling for it! This is it! This is it! Career's on the line here! Do it! Do it! Let's play something up! He's got him off!